Where do we begin? I went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I was at the ocean. Jimmy was in L.A.
I know. It's so interesting to keep tabs on everyone on Twitter, you know?
It's kind of cool, right?
Look what you're up to. Oh, Jimmy's doing some podcasts and having fun and doing shows and talking to people. Oh, Opie's there at the beach, fending off a fucking
tsunami of hate.
Army of hatred.
There was a tsunami of hate. Oh, my God. I will never look at Twitter hate ever again the same way. Nah. These motherfuckers.
Crazy.
They come in like a tsunami. They try to wipe out everything, and then they just move on to something else.
Like a locust.
I went from... I exaggerate when I was telling other people, but no exaggeration, at least 250,000 hate tweets. At least. At least. And then within 2 or 3 days, it trickled down to almost nothing. So it was like locusts. They come in and just fucking destroy your soul.
And then move on.
Destroy your internet presence, and then they move on to the next disgusting video or whatever the fuck they're into.
It's like every alien movie where they come to Earth. Oh, no, they've come here to use our resources, then move on.
Oh, man.
That's what they're doing. But
it was like locusts.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't have taken such a topical video. And
why would he put that video up now? Because I thought it'd be all right. How's that for an answer?
You just can't imagine.
Wasn't that online already, too?
Oh, yes. The video has been online for 7 fucking years. And there's some good quality hate in that version. Oh. But it only did about 40,000 views. And people have been requesting some of our old videos, and we got them laying around. So I'm like, all right, I'll put it up there. Fuck it. It's been 7 years.
Are the people that wrote the original hate on the original one, because it's been there for 7 years, are they mad at the new haters because they got on like bandwagon jumpers? Hey, I've been hating that video for years, man.
Right. And then I don't even know where to begin. Like, I can't believe something that we did, mostly me, obviously, 7 years ago is coming to light now.
Ridiculous. Because that's the world we live in now.
We're all fucking susceptible to that.
Everyone, it doesn't matter if it was 7 years ago. Everyone can look at something that you did now, take it completely out of context, get their holier than that about attitude, and start lambasting you for shit.
Of course, I don't know. I mean, I think most people know, but 7 years ago I jumped on a homeless guy's cake, but it wasn't just any homeless guy. And it was a shitty
Andrew.
It was a shitty stale cake that he had next to him that day.
It was our pal.
And he was our pal.
Yeah.
We talked to the guy pretty much every day.
Every day on the walkover.
The walkover from K-Rock to the XM studio.
We had a few homeless people that we would talk to on the way.
And know why we had a few homeless people to talk to every day? Because they knew we were coming every day. They were opportunists.
Because we gave them money and food and shit.
So we would see the same guys, and then the word would get out. That sidewalk started getting, pretty crowded. Because the word got out, like, there's a whole bunch of people that will walk down the sidewalk every day with microphones. They will talk to you for a little bit, and then they and their fans will just give money. A lot more money than an average day for these guys. And I'm not even trying to justify anything. And I'm just trying to get the facts out there and the story out there. I haven't apologized or any of that shit. I'm just getting the facts out there as I remember them, because I forgot all about this.
7 years.
But they don't give a fuck that it was 7 years ago. They feel like it happened yesterday. I personally, I'll tell you this much, have changed in a way where I don't even think I would do that for a radio show now.
Yeah.
Back then I would, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I was different. Most people are different 7 years ago than they are today.
That fucking one dick bag that was posting the stills from the video. And here you are only leaving $1. It's like, oh, really? So everything happened between the time the video started and ended?
Right.
It was the guy he got money, he got food. It didn't put him back at all. He had a great time, like a fucking human being with people. So shut the fuck up.
Well, it was like I literally felt like I was the codependent wife defending my husband as I was on the fucking like we had been at the party the night before and you drunkenly stomped a cake and I'm like, you don't understand. You had a lot of pressure at work. But I was actually I explained this a couple of times while I was at, which was fine. It was fun to talk about. But it was like they don't understand the totality of the relationship with this guy. Like, it was a guy. You did that as a dick move to a guy that you do something to somebody you know. Like the same way. Right. Like, we knew this guy. It wasn't, hey, let's be mean to a homeless guy. It was like, let's do something funny to somebody that we know who's okay. It's a weird...
fucking Andrew.
There's a difference between that and a total stranger. It's a total difference.
And I totally understand what you're saying, but those people, they will never even... Like, they will not even listen to the explanation whatsoever.
Can put a price on a man's dignity?
No.
Get it?
The one thing I did say, because there was a follow-up video, because we found audio of us talking to the guy.
Yeah.
I don't even know, because, like I said, it's been 7 years, but it was probably a couple weeks later, maybe, a week later, I don't even know.
I think it was like a week, yeah.
And in that video, I do write, of course I would not just jump on a homeless guy's cake. The context is that he became a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We saw him every fucking day. We messed with him every day. We goofed on him every day.
Yeah.
And he kind of goofed on us back.
Yes. It was fun.
And
it was fun.
So I felt in that world, the world we live in, it was completely acceptable that day to jump on his stale cake, make Jimmy and Anthony cringe a little bit, knowing the guy would be completely fine with it, which he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was going to go. First of all, the reason he got money after that is he would have gotten money anyway.
Yeah.
It was like people gave him money just because he was the guy we stopped and chatted with. So you weren't just... Everybody would have been horrified if we were just walking out of context. You jumped on a strange man's cake. Right. Yeah. First of all, you wouldn't have, because you might have got sliced with a razor. No, does anybody realize that you wouldn't jump on a homeless guy's cake unless you knew him?
No.
Because you don't know how he would react?
It's fucking insane.
You wouldn't do it to a guy who might pick up a broken bottle and stab you with it.
Of course not.
You do it to a guy who you know, who you're comfortable with, and there's a huge difference. We were friendly with that guy, and it was funny because of that.
Right.
It was like when and this is a different example, but like when I was on McDougal Street, and I had a nice slice of pizza, and I hadn't even taken a bite, and Louis walked over and slapped it out of my hand to the ground. Now I know the difference, homeless guy. But that was hilarious because nobody thought I'm not going to get more pizza.
Right.
It was just a guy being a dick knocking pizza out of my hand.
Yeah. And he wouldn't just walk down the sidewalk and do that to someone he doesn't know.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I wouldn't.
But again, it's the age we are living in now gives everyone a voice. And that voice is just whatever they want to take out of context, whatever minute they want to be fucking holier than thou and jump on this cause du jour or whatever it is. That's the world we live in now. So everyone had this voice. They see something. They don't even know what the fuck it is, really, but they're outraged. Oh, boy.
They're really outraged. You know, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit for other reasons, but... Not from a 1-minute video from 7 years ago.
Did you ever piss into Louis' oatmeal? Someone's saying,
did I do that?
How about when Louis was eating oatmeal and Jimmy urinated in it?
I didn't even remember that.
I think like he went to the bathroom or something, and you
pissed in his oatmeal.
You went over there and you took his oatmeal and you pissed in it during a break or something.
Oh, I didn't even remember that.
Oh, is that funny?
I had no memory of that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
That should be something I remember every day when I wake up.
Oh my God, I pissed in a man's oatmeal.
But it's not a stretch that we did this with other people within our circle, including homeless people.
Homeless people, fucking, Stalker Patty, friends of the show. That's just how it is.
And, you know, there was more video that day, but when you're trying to make a video, that's you don't want to give away the stuff that happens after the big punchline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then it's not as entertaining for people. You know, when the mics go off and you see us all like taking out our fucking wallets and paying off, you know, someone.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, it ruins the whole fucking moment.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want people to see you being nice in video.
No. I hate that. I don't want that rare occurrence to be seen.
No.
Oh, what do you got? Did you find
It
it?
was actually live on the air.
It was live.
Really? Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah,
sure.
Of course we do.
Jesus.
Democratic notion to say,
and you're not even wrong.
Jim is pissing in my oatmeal. Jim is literally pissing into my oatmeal. I was half done. He just pissed into it.
I thought he was just going to stick his dick in it.
That's what I thought too.
Oh my God, it's pretty funny.
All right, I'll still eat it.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, if his dick was near it, I would still eat it.
Right, but no, actually,
He was just pissed into my own
Look, Jimmy just pulled his dick out
and pissed into my oatmeal.
Louis,
By the way, how do you have that kind of control that you can just
turn it on and off
piss
like
an
a
ounce?
spigot?
It's like your piss is a syringe with the fucking those little black gradiated lines on it.
Louis making
How many
some great...
cc's was that?
What the fuck? Holy shit! Louis making some good points here.
Oh my God! That's what he thinks of what you have to say.
No, it just had to be done. The oatmeal was mocking me, daring me to urinate on it.
Oh. Like a fucking cat. Just have to piss. That's mine now.
A couple things on the homeless Charlie thing. We never saw the guy. See, then we got homeless Charlie.
Something else.
Yeah.
See, we were really close with the homeless.
Yes.
What year was that?
To be Tom.
2010.
You know,
3 years ago.
And I'm glad. It's funny. So I thought of this as I was watching the video, the cake stomp. I'm like,
Right.
that's the one time I'm really happy that Steve would watermark everything.
Right.
With the date. Because I didn't
Yes.
remember that was so many fucking years ago.
It was
man,
6
right?
to 7 years ago. It's really hard to explain our world to people that don't live in this circle of ours, where it's completely acceptable in the end to piss in someone's oatmeal. You can't do that at your job.
Go ahead. Go up to the receptionist at your workplace right now and just piss in her breakfast.
You just can't do that.
But it's funny.
But we live in this really fucking strange world, and then
Yes, we do.
when the outsiders, the people mostly that attacked in the last week, are outsiders that have really never heard this show. To be honest with you, I mean, the whole hip hop community got involved because World Star Hip Hop posted the video.
Well, they are the fucking benchmark for morality.
Right.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, they're completely outraged by the 1 minute homeless video. But the shit that's on World Star Hip Hop, and I'm not trashing the guys because I go there. Their videos are crazy and
5 guys
out of control. But
beating the shit out of one guy, blindside punches, kicking.
But
It's great.
They're okay with all those videos, but this is the one that really got to them for some reason. I don't get it.
That's why I can't fucking deal with the phony outrage that we live in a world now that's just phony outrage.
What bothered me the most, I understand why people would see that and go, what the fuck? Because if you don't know the show, all you see is a guy jumping on a homeless guy's cake, and you hear laughing. Like, they don't understand that those are fans, and those are all people who genuinely liked Andrew, and he genuinely liked us, and we were talking to him about his drinking and trying to get him to stop, and then and then they did a homeless shopping spree. Like, they just didn't understand the fact that, we did the homeless shopping spree, but those homeless guys were loved.
Oh,
they were rock stars.
When they were trying to goof on that, they were saying, and they've also done something called a homeless shopping
But they just don't know anybody. These people who don't listen to the show just don't understand it.
It's where we give homeless people money so they could buy winter clothes and be treated like fucking rock stars for a day.
They were never mocked when they did
assholes.
that.
But to be honest, the homeless shopping spree started out as a goof. Yes, bring homeless people to the mall and bother a lot of people.
Yep.
But something happened with that whole thing where we spun that and went, holy crap, these guys are like rock stars for a day.
Yep.
And the whole bit changed.
People loved them. People love those guys.
Yeah, man. Thousands of people would show up in the malls.
Everyone was behind
with the homeless.
And Grey Wolf, and I also had to point out that it was Opie who pushed fucking for Mustard. Like, we didn't give a shit about I mean, we cared about him as a man, but you're the one who he did the song. Yeah, me and Ant didn't push for him to get a recording contract.
Really
you were the one trying to get this guy
a
recording contract and a deal, and it's like, and again, but people don't see that, so I have to say it because you don't, but people don't see that shit.
Well,
it's like,
I sound like an asshole if I bring up the good shit. Oh, what?
well, I felt obligated.
That's right here, because you can't talk to these people. I had one tweet. I'm like, you can't explain yourself to people that choose not to listen.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to like what happened and all that, but you don't even get past the point of these people even listening to what you have to say.
And it was hard to explain that. First of all, it was not me who stomped the cake. But more importantly, no, it's funny that when people just don't understand the whole picture. And I almost get why they would see that and get pissed off. Like, all right, how would I feel if I didn't know the show?
Right.
How do you explain the texture of the show and our relationships with people.
But those people, they don't care. They don't care about any of that. They don't care about the relationship we had with the guy before, during, or after.
No.
They don't care that it was. I was walking around my beach house. I'm renting. I don't have an actual beach house. I'm just renting for the summer. And I'm just I'm talking to myself. I'm like, this was 7 years ago.
7 years.
7 years ago.
7 years.
And they're like, it doesn't matter. It was 7 years ago. You're a piece of shit. I'm like, it was 7 years ago.
Again.
I've worked on myself for 7 years.
All of a sudden,
7
back
years
to
ago.
being a piece of shit.
I'm like, holy fuck. And I mean this with all sincerity. I don't think I could do that same bit now. But back then, I did. Yeah. And I had no problem doing it within the context of what we do as a radio show.
Exactly.
And the relationships we build with whether they're comics or homeless people.
Context has no place in people's lives these days. It really is an amazing place we're at in history. Context means nothing anymore.
We would bring homeless guys in, Tippy Tom especially.
Oh, yeah. Love Tippy Tom.
And as a goof, like, Ant was out one day, I'm like, hey, co-host the show with us.
Yeah.
And he just
had to throw away all my stuff.
But how do you explain that to anyone? Also, we just bring a homeless guy that doesn't know where his meal's coming from or where he's sleeping. Next thing you know, he's hosting a radio show with us.
Yep.
You can't explain this stuff to people.
Golden bus. Yeah.
We've always been friends to the homeless.
Homeless
and
people
always took care of them.
Very cool to have around.
This company kind of shut it down because we wanted to continue the homeless shopping spree. And
they wanted to do it in a fucking
Costco or something.
Costco.
And we always like bringing in the new homeless because they're just fascinating people.
Yeah.
They really are fascinating. But whatever. I mean, it was. And then they attacked a Sandy Kane video saying, he also smashed a homeless lady's guitar. She's not homeless. And she's an entertainer. She's been entertaining
homeless
forever. And she's another one that, in the end, was completely cool with what happened because she understood the context of the fucking radio show.
They were looking to be like, wow, look, I uncovered another one.
Right.
Like, oh, look at me. I'm a detective on the internet.
In the context of a fucking radio show. Would I walk around just smashing people's shit? No, I'd get my teeth knocked out.
Can't stand the fucking phoniness.
I'm not a brave person in the end. But in our world, and okay, everyone's going to be cool with this in the end. It's going to be a bit shocking, a bit edgy. Yeah. But I don't do this as I'm just walking around.
Oh, that fucking prune in a cowboy hat. Fuck her, too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of good by her, and in the end, she sued me and Anthony over the guitar thing.
Yeah.
She made our lives kind of miserable for a few weeks there.
That fucker.
But in the end, we were friends with her, too. She got it. She totally understood it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that was it, right?
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say,
I saw a couple of funny tweets where people were like, and then look what Opie did, and then it was the basketball church.
Yeah. I got good numbers. Caught. I got good numbers on that video, thanks.
I got caught.
I got good numbers on that.
Yeah. Click on that goddamn video.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I guess that's all we got to say about that. I mean, they're not even going to listen to what we have to say today, but
of course not.
At least you got the whole story out there.
Those ass wipes.
7 years ago, though.
7 years.
What were you doing 7 years ago?
7 years.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Is it climbing the charts again?
No, I'm looking for, like Jim said, like some people were posting like clips on Reddit of like asshole Opie, and then does something that's like
it's nothing. It's a basketball clip. It's like
right.
There's a lot of ONA fans on Reddit too. I mean, that was just
I appreciate the guys on Reddit that kind of like stood up for me and the show.
Yeah. There was a lot of people.
People just didn't know what to make of it. Honestly, people who had never heard of the show or had heard of it in passing or just as a bad boy show see that, and that's all the context they have.
I understand.
And that's the problem with the world we live in.
A little fucking research.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I understand.
Assholes.
I understand. I understand the outrage, but at least you got more of the story. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just a minute video of some random fucking homeless guy.
Yeah.
Then I'd be on your side. Fuck, we knew him by name and everything. Does anyone else out there know a homeless guy by name? We probably know 20 of them.
Good morning. Good morning.
And the line that got everybody was the line that we loved. Treat yourself. They're like, he was telling them to treat themselves.
Yeah, treat yourself. No, you know what? I don't want any homeless man sidewalk cake today.
Well, you can hear, it's funny in the video, you can hear me going, you know, it's nothing. The one thing is, I'm the codependent going, no, you have some, Andrew. Yeah. And Anthony's going, I am not touching that.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I guess that's it. So, yeah, more of the story. You know, do what you have to, I guess, but fuck.
I'm sure you'll get a little resurgence now that we talked about it.
Of course, and it'll be more hate and
a little aftershock.
But their hate's okay, but my hate's not.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe someone can explain that to me someday.
Yeah.
What I did was awful, but the things they want to happen to me now is completely acceptable because I was a piece of shit. So it doesn't matter that they're now being a piece of shit attacking what I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's some asshole Opie does nothing while Roland gets tickled to death by a hot girl. That same asshole forces a homeless man to perform cover songs without appropriate licensing.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
There's some funny Reddit stuff.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Plenty of fans.
I'm doing an AMA on Friday. My special comes out Friday, so I'm doing the AMA, and I know. I'm actually thinking of hiring a typist.
Oh, wow.
Because this is going to pop up, and I don't want to have to fucking try to type all the fucking explanation. Actually, I know this is going to pop up. Like, what about that video? I want to get someone who can type really fast and just fucking...
Yeah.
Some woman, of course.
Forgotten acts of Opie kindness. Giving this Make-A-Wish boy Cialis in a hoodie footy jammies. And it's a photo of you.
Of course it's Lil Jimmy.
Is that the pink one? Really shows my hog?
Yeah.
That's something. Yeah, we were, obviously we were on vacation during all this.
Didn't it seem like longer than a week that we were gone?